r/TalesFromRetail, episode 12. Credit or debit only. This is by far my favorite tale to tell from my many years working in retail, though I tell it better in person. This story takes place around 2011, when I was a department supervisor in a sporting goods retailer. My department consisted of all of the apparel and accessories on the second floor of the store and was situated, mostly, by the exit to the attached mall. It was common practice for floor supervisors to jump on a register and take debit/credit purchases when lines got long, and that particular register station was up to me to watch out for. Business as usual, I notice that there is a line building at the register, so I head over to help out the cashier. Since I'm a floor employee, I do not have a cash till. To get one is always an ordeal, and not necessary to kill a line. It would waste a half hour to count the drawer in, and then the same to count it out. Generally customers are happy to not have to wait as long. Even if they are paying cash, they become closer to checkout. Not today. It is also important to note that at this register station there were 4 registers and each lane is divided by display shelves filled with impulse buy items like water bottles and other small fitness items. So I'm going about my usual, I can take next in line paying credit or debit only and taking care of customers quickly. Today, however, there was a father roughly in his 30s with his 2 kids, a boy and girl probably around 8 and 10ish. He became next in line, or so, for the regular cashier, but I suppose that this was not good enough. What probably made him more upset is that I was now taking customers behind him in line. To be honest, I was on autopilot at this point until the tantrum started. Still standing in the line, he started to demand that I ring him out. I first ask if he is paying with a debit or credit card. He tells me no, he is paying with cash, and I politely apologize and tell him that I do not have a cash drawer and therefore would not be able to make change for him. After some choice words, I offered to take him if he was able to pay in exact change, but he refused that as well. More yelling ensued about it not being fair, despite his wait time being cut by half or more. He then throws the armful of items he was buying for his kids to the floor, turns to the display next to him, and clears 2 shelves of water bottles with his arms and storms out into the mall, leaving his 2 children standing there shocked and embarrassed. By this point the line was under control enough that I went and tended to the mess on the floor. His poor children, not knowing what else to do, started to pick up the water bottles from the floor as I tended to the pile of their items. Other customers helped, and I assured the kids that they were not responsible for the mess or to clean it up, but thanked them for their help. It was a good 10 minutes before the father came back for his children. I had enough time to both clean up the mess and hunt down a manager to then hunt down the number 4 mall security. Neither of which is a quick task. He showed up just as I was phoning security to let them know of the abandoned children. Of all the adult temper tantrums I have witnessed, this was by far the most memorable. TLDR, grown man throws a tantrum after saving time, makes a giant mess and storms off without his kids. Customers who don't know how to talk. Me, hi there. What could I get for you to customer? French bread. Me, okay, would you like me to SLC? Customer, slice it. SLice it please. Me, sure. Not a problem. What size would you like it to be sliced at? Customer, yes, ***customer walks away okay, ***any ****** and amp, #x200b, customer, I want the Bruce bread. Do you have the Bruce bread? Me, no, I'm sorry we do not carry that brand. We don't carry that brand, our competitor does though. Customer, Bruce bread. I get it here all the time. You must be new. No. We don't carry that brand and you're at the wrong grocery store. Customer, I'll ask someone else. ***any ***** and amp, #x200b. Customer, I'm looking for a cake that has vanilla sponge and cheesecake. Me, I'm sorry but our cakes are either vanilla or cheesecake. We do not have a combination of the two. Customer, what about this one? Vanilla and cheesecake? Me, as I said before, we do not have that combination. Customer, okay, but this one at the bottom. Is it vanilla and cheesecake? Me, no, miss, we just have vanilla sponge cake or cheesecake. Customer, oh okay, I see this one cake at the bottom of your display. It's vanilla and cheesecake, right? Me, fuck. No end SCE any backslash asterisk backslash asterisk backslash asterisk asterisk and amp hash x200b. Customer, hi, are these baguettes peanut free? Asterisk a asterisk 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 baguette asterisk 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 slash beati slash French backslash but is a long thin loaf of French bread that is commonly made from basically dough. The dough, though not the shape, is defined by French law. It is distinguishable by its length and crisp crust and amp hash x200b. Me, I'm fairly sure baguettes have never been made with peanuts. Like ever. So yes. Peanut free. Customer, oh okay, thank you and SCE any backslash asterisk backslash asterisk backslash asterisk asterisk asterisk. Help me cheat my parole officer and I'll make you rich. I run a local game store that does buy slash sell slash trade on games and also does Magic, the Gathering buy slash sell slash trade, and we run events as well. I got in to open the store and about 15 minutes before opening, I hear someone pounding at the front door. Assuming it was a delivery, I went to the door, only to find what can only be described as a human mess. I explain that we are not open yet and he gives the typical response, well you're here and the lights are on, but I insisted he wait until the proper opening time. He acquiesces without an argument, thankfully. When I finally open, and he barges in, stench and all, and he starts telling me this story about how he used to play Magic, the Gathering a long time ago, and was looking to get back into it. He asked questions, asked about our event times and days, and after about 15 minutes of discussion, which is fine, answering questions is my job, he lifts up his pants leg to reveal a house arrest cuff. I'll have to find a believable reason to be out late, though. My parole officer is a hard ass. You mean they're doing their job and you don't like it? And then he pulls out a wad of cash. I can spend a lot of money here, too, he said next. The juxtaposition made it feel like a bribe more than anything. So if I tell my parole officer that I got a job here cleaning on Friday nights, will you back me up so I can come play? Of course, I refused. He took it well enough, but left his name and number in case you changed your mind. After he left, I looked up his arrest records. They're all for drunk driving, reckless driving, failure to report accidents. My store is next to a bar. I still don't know what it is. I work in a locally owned gift shop that sells a little bit of everything. We have a baby section with a few very unique baby gifts, but also some common everyday items. Confused lady comes to the register with one of these common items and amp #X200B CL. My niece just had a baby and I think I want to get this for her, but I'm not sure what it is. *HANDS me rolled up blanket tied with a ribbon me. Oh, they can use this as a blanket or a swaddle, whatever they prefer. CL. Well, I hate to open it, but I need to know what it is. *AT this point I'm confused because I just told her what it was. It's exactly what it looks like. So I repeat myself, adding a few more options. It's a blanket, but can also be used as a swaddle, or to drape over a stroller, or to cover up while nursing. One of those things that can be used for different purposes. CL. I don't know if they need a swaddle. Proceeds to untie the ribbon and unroll/unfold the blanket while I stare in disbelief. CL. I'm going to look around some more. *LEAVES blanket sitting on counter and amp #X200B. She's gone for another 20 minutes and comes back with some toy and an identical blanket to the one she just left with me. I re-roll and tie it while she's gone and amp #X200B. CL. I still don't know what it is, but I'm going to get it anyway. I hope they like it. *LAUGHS stupidly me. Did you want both of them? CL. No, just this one *POINTS to the one she just brought up that is exactly *THE same me. Oh, so not the one you opened up, and amp, #X200B. As I finished her transaction I was so tempted to put the wrong one in the bag, but she was staring at me the whole time. $545 means it only costs $1, right? Our grocery store ad showed a display of various snacks, chips, snack mix, etc. and clearly said that you could buy 5 of the snacks for $5. One would assume that you must buy 5 items or else pay for them individually at full price. One man comes through with 2 cans of Pringles. Because he only has 2 items instead of 5, they ring up as $1.69 each. The cashier explains the deal, and multiple other coworkers back him up and tell him that the deal is for people buying 5 items. The man claims that the ad is misleading because there were 2 individual Pringles cans in the cornucopia of snacks shown on the ad. A manager is called over. As the manager walks up, the whole situation has the vibe of a major argument breaking out. I'm standing there wondering how anyone could possibly misinterpret a $545 ad. He is standing there thinking that our ad department is crazy for creating such a complicated ad. Before the cashier can open his mouth, the man begins to ramble on about how he feels deceived by the ad and asks if he can get them for $1. The manager immediately complies and tells the cashier he can take the extra .69 off each can. Then the unthinkable happens. He reaches across the counter to shake my manager's hand and say thank you. I was stunned. What kind of customer thanks a manager for correcting a mistake? Shouldn't he still be furious that the computer tried to get an extra $1.38 out of him? He generously thanks us and leaves happy. The moral of the story to other customers is that you can be assertive about prices and discounts without being a total jerk to the employees trying to fix your problem. And the moral of the story to employees is that keeping your cool and helping a customer out is the best way to avoid potential conflict. The weird part is that after my shift, I went to buy a single $545 item, and it rang up as $1 instead of the $3.99 it was supposed to cost. I got free chocolate. So I work at a supermarket and today a guy from a very good chocolate brand came in to check inventory. Anyways, he's at my line counting the bars and I jokingly say, hey man, can I have free chocolate? And he goes, sure, what do you like? I'm shocked and I was like, oh. I was just joking, and he said that he's fine with it and doesn't care, and to let him finish up then he'll give me chocolate. So he leaves, and I think he'll give me one of the $1.19 bars, but nope. He comes to my lane with one of the big bags of chocolate which are like $7. So I'm just in shock and I don't want this guy to blow his wallet. He was also getting another bag for himself, so I give him my store card with the employee discount and a $1 off your next order coupon I had. And tried to persuade him to let me pay him at least partly for the chocolate, because I was feeling bad he was spending so much, but he said no. So, yeah. Free chocolate. If anyone else has had something like this happen to them, feel free to tell your story down below. TLDR, chocolate guy comes to check inventory. I joke and ask for free chocolate. Comes back with big bag of chocolate for me and doesn't even let me pay him back partly. Almost run over by a mattress. It was a few years ago and I worked at a decor store with a lot of furniture. One particular Saturday, it was absolutely crazy busy. Unfortunately, our store had us clock in and out at the front registers, because this wasn't a bad idea at all. I go through both sets of doors and see 4/7 registers have associates on them with customers lined up down the side, so the aisle was narrow. I started walking down the middle and just see a king-size mattress coming right at me on a cart. I can't really move because of all the people and their stuff, and she was coming too quickly. The lady cold moved left or right, giving us both a little room, but she was too busy texting, about 45 years old. She gets right to me and I stick my hand out to stop it. Just like any genius texting and driving, she feels the bump, jerks her head up, and out of her daze, sees me, then just goes right back to it after barely moving to one side. A few people just look at her as she heads out into the parking lot, still texting, walking out in front of cars that have to slam their brakes and honk. As if that weren't enough, I finally get to a register with my purse and dinner in my cooler. I set that on the counter and start logging in. This girl, who was probably 19, sets her stuff right next to my bags and asks if I'm open. Yes, genius. I just walked in with all my stuff sitting right here. You have rewards with us. / EYEROLL / An interesting safety story. This might be a bit, but bear with me. As I posted before, I work overnight at a convenience store in Canada, and we also sell gas. In the recent months, I have access to see all the pumps from the cash, though one with more difficulty than others due to obstacles. I often catch people who put the cap of their gas tanks and get upset when I tell them to hold on to it and pump the gas themselves, and when they ask me why, or sometimes blow up in my face about it, I tell them this story. When I first started, I was trained in a store where the pumps are sideways and you can't see the furthest pumps because the ones in the front are in the way. The manager was the one to tell me, who, at the time, was a customer service associate. A guy in a garbage truck came and began to fuel up. No big deal, happens all the time. He then puts the cap in the pump, goes back in the truck, and falls asleep. The resulting mess from that disaster was huge, and it took the absorption material from 3 directly stores to fix it. For those who aren't aware, the material I'm talking about is this sort of sand-like substance that are at the pumps you put over a spillage. It takes a bit to absorb, then you sweep it up and throw it away. No big deal. They are found beside or between pumps at a gas station and are the size of waist-high barrels. And the closest store is about 20 minutes away, on the highway. It was a small town. Worst part of it all was that the garbage truck guy didn't feel bad about it. He was unfazed by it all. That's all I got from that story. She didn't go into much more detail. Also, for those who want to use their phones while fueling or keep their cars on, just don't. You're endangering yourself and the people around you, because at any time, the residual static from it all can spark the highly combustible substance you are putting into your car. So please, be careful, people. Lady and her panties. I had a woman come in yesterday who was interesting. It was just my manager and I there, but she was in the back on lunch. Here panty lady comes in and asks if we have a certain style like the ones she's wearing, and proceeds to pull them out of the top of her jeans slightly, so I can see the band. Not uncommon. The whole rest of the interaction goes as follows. Me, M equals MANAGER, PLN equals PANTY lady and amp, #X200B. Me, no, we don't have any more of that exact style and band as they were clear rounded out. We have the style over here in acetine, and the newer colors and amp patterns on this table. Place, no, I want these. Me, okay, we don't have any more just like that. They were sold out on clearance. Place, let me unzip and pull down my pants right in the middle of the store so you can see them better. See, I want them exactly like this. Me, we don't have any exactly like that because again, they were clearanced out. We only have the ones on those 2 tables. Place, I'll just look around and amp, #X200B. At this point, I had 2 customers in the dressing rooms, this one, and a group comes in. Manager hears them all, then comes out to help with the small rush. Place ask more dumb questions, then I started ringing some of the others up from the dressing room and answering their questions. I noticed out of the corner of my eye, my manager is not moving from my side and is really watching Place while talking to the other customers while I continue with my stuff. Place comes up with a handful of panties bunched up instead of draped over her arm or folded like how customers normally carry them around. She asked the manager something, then manager took them from her as they weren't what she was looking for. Place was pretty nervous, then went back to the tables. A minute later, the manager is going back to place and talking to her for a few minutes, then place keeps fussing about us not having that style in a size too small for her, then leaves. We find two little piles she made she was trying to steal. One pile was the size and style she inquired about, the other was the style with almost all completely different sizes. They ball up the panties or thin shirts like that to make them easier to shove into bags. Manager caught her moving them towards her side, and that's what made her go and not leave PL's side, she said, after they all left. One of those days. So today was one of those days. All three of our deliveries arrived in the morning at the same time, when there were just 3 of us in the shop. This is not good. Effectively, we were screwed. In the end it was all fine, just a very long and hard day. However, there is more to this. Later in the day, a co-worker was in the till and I was doing some packing. We had a small line, 4 or 5 people, but no need for me to jump on till as well as there were short transactions. I did what I had to do, and my co-worker received those 5 customers. She turns to me and says, "Did you hear what lady said?" No, I was doing this and helping that woman with her pram. Why can't someone, obviously referring to me, go on till to speed this up? Now, due to the rubbish start to the day, I wasn't in the best mood, and I'm glad I didn't hear this. Could I have jumped on till? Yes. But I did not need to, lady. You waited 5 minutes if that. I was doing stuff that is a much higher priority. Also, if I jump on till, I will get stuck on there as the other till is in better sight of the last aisle. I would then get stuck there for who knows, 10 minutes. I need those 10 minutes to do what I'm currently doing. I was also finishing in about an hour, so had to get on with stuff. Some people just really annoy me, and if I heard that, IDK what I would have done. If you cannot wait for 5 minutes, then you need to sort your priorities out. Go work even a day in retail and then complain about a 5-minute wait, lady.